Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. WWE's Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria, had an interesting reaction to a recent release from the Stamford-based promotion. She claimed that the company was finally free. Isla Dawn seemingly disclosed her departure from World Wrestling Entertainment some time ago on Instagram. She also noted her 90-day non-compete clause. Valkyria paid her respects to the 31-year-old who just lost her job, but not in the typical fashion one would expect. Some of Dawn's followers on social media were confused about the circumstances surrounding the Scots' exit, especially with the cryptic wording in her post. On X, Twitter, Lyra Valkyria had an interesting reaction. She cleared all confusion and claimed that while the Stamford-based promotion was free from Isla Dawn, the 31-year-old was not done, implying that her WWE release was only a roadblock for the Scottish wrestler's in-ring career. Valkyria even had a message for other locker room members who would work with Dawn in the future. Good riddance, we're sorry. Unfortunately, she's indestructible, and after coming all the way from hell, I doubt she'll stop here. Good luck to the next locker room. You'll always know when she's in the room, or even in the building. You'll hear her before you see her. #90 days. Lyra Valkyria wrote. In the last 24 hours, WWE has released several athletes. Sonya Deville, the AOP, Paul Ellering, Giovanni Vinci, and the Good Brothers were all part of the string of releases. Isla Dawn and Lyra Valkyria are WWE NXT alumni. In 2023, Isla Dawn and Alba Fyre were drafted to the main roster. A year later, when Scotland hosted WWE Clash at the Castle, the Scottish wrestlers tasted glory when they dethroned Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill in a triple threat match to become the women's tag team champions. However, their reign did not last long. The EST and the Storm won back the belts 2 months later at WWE Bash in Berlin, once again in a triple threat match. Fire and Dawn were not used on television much afterward. Meanwhile, Lyra Valkyria joined the main roster in 2024. She became the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion after defeating Dakota Kai in the tournament final on the January 13 episode of WWE Raw on Netflix. In what could be described as one of the most surprising and bold reactions to a major WWE roster release, Lyra Valkyria, one of WWE's up-and-coming talents, shared her thoughts in a tweet that caught fans and industry insiders by surprise. Her declaration, "We're free," immediately set the internet ablaze and sparked a flurry of conversation about the implications of the release, both for the company and for the superstar involved. While WWE has seen a series of releases in the past, many of which have left fans questioning the company's decisions, Valkyria's comment stood out due to the unusual tone and context in which it was delivered. In a business known for its intense pressures, strict contracts, and high expectations, Valkyria's statement raised eyebrows, with many wondering if it signified a deeper meaning behind her words. Some speculated that the release may have been a source of personal relief for Valkyria, allowing her the freedom to explore new opportunities outside the confines of WWE. Others pondered whether this was an inside look into a growing dissatisfaction with the company's handling of talent, especially when it comes to the constant shuffle of superstars in and out of the roster. For those unfamiliar with Valkyria's rise through the ranks of WWE, she is a star who has quickly made a name for herself on the NXT brand. Known for her athleticism, charisma, and impressive in-ring skills, she had built up a reputation as a promising competitor. Her unique blend of agility and strength made her one of the standout stars of the developmental brand. However, Valkyria's path to the main roster had been a subject of much speculation, with many fans eagerly awaiting her chance to prove herself on a larger stage. The sudden release of a talent, particularly one with such potential, can be jarring to the WWE universe. It can bring about mixed emotions. A sense of disappointment for fans who had invested in the talent's journey, but also an air of curiosity about what lies ahead for the released individual. In Valkyria's case, however, her reaction indicated something far different from the typical response of sadness or frustration. "We're free" may have seemed like a simple phrase, but it spoke volumes. The statement carried an air of liberation, as if Valkyria had been set free from the shackles of a corporate system that could sometimes be stifling for those who felt they weren't being used to their fullest potential. WWE represents the pinnacle of success, but not all superstars feel the same way. The pressure to perform at an elite level, combined with the constant scrutiny and demands placed on talent, can be overwhelming. For some, it's not the dream job it's made out to be. While the fans were left trying to decipher Valkyria's true meaning behind the statement, her tweet quickly gained traction, with supporters and detractors alike offering their opinions. Some lauded her for her boldness and for taking control of her career, while others questioned whether she was genuinely relieved or simply making light of a tough situation. It's not uncommon for WWE talents to be released for various reasons, ranging from budget cuts to creative differences. While some superstars take their releases in stride, others have found the process to be a difficult and emotional one. WWE's releases have often come under scrutiny, with fans sometimes feeling that certain talents were let go too soon, or that they had not been given a fair chance to showcase their abilities. Lyra Valkyria's reaction, however, seemed to reflect a different mindset, one of empowerment and independence. Her message appeared to express freedom from a system that she may have felt was holding her back or not allowing her to reach her full potential. Her comment can also be interpreted as a subtle criticism of the company, though Valkyria did not directly address any personal grievances or dissatisfaction with her time in WWE. Instead, she focused on the newfound possibilities that lay ahead. This sparked an ongoing conversation within the wrestling community about the state of WWE, the role of creative freedom, and the importance of allowing wrestlers to carve their own path, both inside and outside the company. Her release in this context could be seen as a moment of clarity for Valkyria. Free from the constraints of WWE's creative machine, she could now pursue her passions, potentially taking her career in a new direction. Whether that meant venturing into independent promotions, exploring international opportunities, or simply taking time to reflect on her future, the possibilities seemed endless. Fans have long speculated about the rigidity of WWE's creative control, with many superstars, both past and present, speaking about the challenges of working within a system that sometimes limits their personal expression. In some cases, this has led to wrestlers either leaving the company or choosing to leave WWE for a period of time, only to later return on their own terms. It's not uncommon for wrestlers to find success and fulfillment outside of WWE, as the world of professional wrestling offers a variety of platforms and opportunities for talent to grow and thrive. Lyra Valkyria's statement, "We of FRE," also serves as a reflection of the changing landscape of the wrestling industry. In an era where independent wrestling promotions and digital platforms offer rising stars more ways to showcase their talent, WWE's dominance as the sole defining entity of professional wrestling is beginning to shift. Valkyria's bold declaration echoed a growing sentiment among wrestlers that they no longer have to be tied down to a single company in order to achieve success. The ability to work across multiple promotions, build an international following, and control one's own brand has become more accessible than ever before. This newfound freedom, as highlighted by Valkyria's words, represents the shift in power from the traditional industry giants to the wrestlers themselves. The line between independent and mainstream talent has become increasingly blurred, and superstars are now able to make a name for themselves without being tethered to any one promotion. As Valkyria steps away from WWE, it's clear that her future holds endless possibilities. Whether she chooses to remain in the wrestling business or explore other ventures, Her reaction signals that she is ready to take control of her own destiny. The wrestling world will undoubtedly be watching closely to see what direction she takes next. Lyra Valkyria's message, "We're FRE," is not just a reaction to her release, it's a declaration of independence. In an industry where athletes often find themselves at the mercy of management and creative forces, Valkyria's words serve as a reminder that wrestlers are individuals with the power to shape their own futures. Fans and fellow wrestlers alike have embraced her boldness, and it seems clear that this is just the beginning of a new chapter for Valkyria, one that promises to be filled with excitement, growth, and potential. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updated news.